Glad I missed that. Let's go. You ready to go? Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Felony First Appearance Hearings. I am Judge Mindy Glazer. I will be presiding today. The video for first appearance hearings has been played to all defendants. I need everyone to please stand up, raise your right hand, and be sworn in by our clerk. All rise. Do we have an interpreter?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say I do.
I do. I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. Is there an interpreter? Oh, we better call one. All right, so if there's anybody here for a case on Zoom, please type the defendant's name in the chat room. And we're going to get started. Can the attorneys announce, please state?
Good morning, Ana Romas on behalf of the state for out-of-state extraditions.
Nessa Ath on behalf of the state. Good morning.
Morning.
Becca Corey, Assistant Public Defender. Good morning.
Starting with the out-of-state warrants. The first case is Jacob Walker is the first case on the warrant calendar. Good morning, Mr. Walker. You have an arrest warrant from Charleston, North Carolina. I thought Charleston's in South Carolina. Oh, no, it says Charleston, South Carolina. It says they made a mistake there. You have a warrant from South Carolina where I guess you live. It says breach of trust with fraudulent intent over $10,000. The arrest warrant is from March 7th of 2025. So there is no bond on this arrest warrant. You're going to have to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. Waiver is the quickest way out of this jail. South Carolina would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up. If they don't get you within 30 days, you get released. The other choice is to contest extradition. It means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You're not fighting the charges. It's just a piece of paper, which is the warrant that says you're wanted in South Carolina. Then a lawyer will be appointed for you if you cannot afford one, and your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant. But you'll be here at least 90 days. Do you know what you want to do? Do you want to waive extradition or contest extradition? Can't hear him.
I don't know what really any of that means. I hired a lawyer 2 weeks ago.
Let me tell you in plain English. You want to be in here up to 90 days or you want to get out quicker?
I want to get out. I want to go out quicker. Yeah, I want to get out as soon as possible.
Waive, you get out quicker. We try and get you out within 15 days. I don't know about South Carolina. The most they can hold you is 30 days. After 30 days, if they don't pick you up, you get released. Okay?
Okay.
You want to waive? It's what most people do. It's the quickest way out.
Yep. Let's do that then.
Okay. Make sure to sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to be transported to South Carolina. Reset date will be April 15th. That's 15 days from today. We also got to get ready to pay our taxes on that day too, which I forgot to see my accountant. Okay. Anyway, have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. Lois Caromena is next. He's on Zoom or no? Quash. Oh, Quash, finally. Okay. Nikita Coleman is a Quash. Nurmurhammed Rakmonzoda is a new case. Is Mr. Rakmonzoda there?
You know, he was here. He's on his way to Metro West. Apparently, he hasn't made it yet. So we need to reset it for tomorrow.
Okay. All right, next we have Michael Smith. Good morning, Mr. Smith. Sir, you have an arrest warrant from Georgia. The warrant was issued on September 24th of 2024. The charge is violation of probation, and there is no bond on this arrest warrant. I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. But most people waive. It's the quickest way out of here. It means Georgia would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up. And if they don't pick you up within 30 days, you get released. We said it with me. We try and get you out of here within 15 days. 15 days. Oh, he has locals? Oh, hold on a minute. You got locals pending. So if you want to waive extradition, Georgia would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up after your Miami case is closed. It's still the quickest way out is to waive. Once the misdemeanor case is closed, you're brought back here, and then we notify Georgia, come and get you within 30 days. And we just set it though in 15 to try and get you out quicker. The other choice is to contest extradition, which means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You're not fighting the charges, it's just the warrant paperwork and you're saying it's not you. And so a lawyer would then be appointed for you if you cannot afford one, and your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant. But you'll be in our jail up to 90 days while that process takes place. So that's what's going on. Do you know what you would like to do, sir? Waive or contest?
Because they telling me the warrant from, Your Honor, I just recently was released February 21st.
Just tell you, I don't care about anything else.
I'm just.
It's a rocket going up now. I wouldn't care. All I need to know is if you want to waive or contest. That's it. I'm not trying to be
the
rude.
quickest way, man, because the bond is $50.
What's his misdemeanor and when's it set? I'm going to get you out of here the quickest way. I think that's.
The bond $500, $50.
Don't pay your bonds because it's not going to get on the calendar. Our goal is for you to close your misdemeanor case. Corrections, when is he set?
He's going to jail arraignment this morning, Your Honor.
What's his charge?
Trespass property after warning.
Make sure when you go there, you tell the judge you got a warrant from another state and you're being held with no bond, you can't get out. Don't pay the bond. Even if it's $1, don't pay it because it's going to delay it getting set. I can't send you to Georgia until the misdemeanor case is closed. So if you don't pay that bond, you should see a judge. If you don't close it today, you should see a judge later this week to close it. Okay?
So what's my best option?
Ms. Corey, can you help out?
Yes, Judge, one moment.
So should I set it tomorrow? See if you close it out? We can, April 1st, April Fool's Day, right? Okay, waiver's good. He understands what's going on and he has to sign the waiver paperwork. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's see if you close your case. 4-1 tomorrow. Marcus Williams. And corrections, if he signs and closes it out quick and our deputy is still here, bring him back and we'll set it even sooner. If you close it today, we'll try and get you back today and let him know.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Marcus Williams, is he here? He's on Zoom at Metro West 1. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Your Honor, procedures for locals were set for March 28th, 2028.
2028?
Looking at this one, right?
When's he supposed to get a court? What's today?
31st.
It was supposed to be for the 28th.
Did you ever go see a judge last week? I can't hear him.
He did. They gave him $1 bond.
Oh, we got $1 bond and a felony. Okay, 1 second. I can't hear him. So you have a local case pending. The next court date is March 28th of 2028, but I think the clerk made a typo error putting the date in the computer as we don't set things out that far. I understand your bond is $1. If you pay it, all it means is you're still not going to get out of jail because you have this warrant pending.
So what? I don't understand what happened on Friday.
It looks like they gave you a trial date 3 years from now.
What?
For the 28th.
It was supposed to be the 20. Can we set them tomorrow in division?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the third one. I don't know what corrections. here.
Corrections, what do you have?
I don't have anything.
I
They
don't have
never,
anything
they never
on that.
updated.
Did you see a judge on Friday?
No, ma'am.
Who was the judge?
Judge, they put the wrong date in the system. It's supposed to be on March 28th is his court date, is his arraignment, but it's 2028. So the clerk that entered it must have put the wrong date in it, Judge.
It's okay. Has an information been filed?
There's a bond of $1 and no information was filed.
All right.
So the clerk needs to address it with the clerk handling F25 3290. They put the wrong date in the computer and he should have gone to court last week.
Milton Hurst. All right, so it's no problem. So he should go to see when will they set it? You don't know?
Why you want to set it for Thursday? Oh, Wednesday.
I'll set it Wednesday. What's that, April 2nd? We said April 2nd. Just let Judge Hirsch know that you have this warrant from another state and you can't get out of jail. All right, so maybe you'll get the state to try and see what they're gonna do. Ms. Romans, they haven't filed their information yet. I don't know if you can speak to anybody.
I can try.
I appreciate it. We'll see you on Wednesday. And remember, even if you post a bond, it may have you may want to speak to a lawyer before you decide whether or not to post a dollar bond because of the consequences of posting that bond. You'd get out on that case, but you'd still be held on this case. And you may not be eligible for credit for time served if you subsequently took a plea on their felony case at a later date, but it's best to discuss that with your attorney.
Both cases.
Both case, oh, yes, two? Oh, okay. I didn't realize there were two. Okay. Are they both have dollar bonds?
No. There's two extra.
Oh, two extraditions, excuse me. Okay. Reset 4-2. All right, then we have David Angeli is a quash. Matthew Magnus is a quash. You know, we need an interpreter. I don't know if there's somebody assigned to us today. Morajon. He's at Metro West 3. Good morning, Mr. Morajon. Do you speak English?
No.
Mr. Morajon, do you speak English, sir?
No.
Okay, espérese un momento. Necesito un intérprete para usted. I'll pass it. We have a Portuguese interpreter. Oh, that's close. Vitali Moravel, his lawyer is here. Good morning, Mr. Moravel.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Martin Hoffman on behalf of the defendant, standing in for Miss Maria Hoffenden.
Who are you?
I'm Martin Hoffenden on behalf of the defendant, standing in this morning for Miss Maria Hoffenden.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
So what's going on with his local case? Did he close it out?
Yes, Your Honor. And what we're requesting here is that his co-defendant was given 15 days for Texas to come through, and we're asking to make it consistent here as well, and just have 7 days, which would be 15 in total.
1 second. He needs a Ukrainian interpreter?
Yes, Judge. Apologies. Yes.
Have to pass it for the Ukrainian.
Yeah. Understood, Your Honor. I'm here.
Okay. 1 minute. John Thornburg, he's over at Metro West 5. Good morning, Mr. Thornburg. So your Miami case is set April 7th. Well, I'll see you on April 8th. See if you close it. Okay, good luck to you. The other one spoke, the other co-defendant spoke English. Mr. Moravel, do you understand English or no?
No.
Okay, it was the other person.
The other person, and when we ordered it, he spoke English.
I know. No, well, she waived it. I know. This one needs, he needs the interpreter. Tyrone Middlebrooks. Is Mr. Middlebrooks here?
Your Honor, I think I'll do the extension.
I don't know where Mr. Middlebrooks is, though. Corrections, any?
Yeah, no, it's special release. He's not here.
Okay. What do you need? Extension? Extension is granted. So, Georgia, instead of picking up by the 2nd, they'll pick up by, I'm sorry, the 30th. Instead of today, they'll pick them up by April 2nd. Reset April 3rd. Then we have King Garland Whitehead. Hi, Mr. Whitehead. Good morning.
Mr. Whitehead was present on Friday. Mr. Whitehead had a prior out-of-state fugitive warrant. It's the same exact warrant as F256264. He closed his local cases and he was to be picked up no later than 2 days ago, Saturday. So what Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office did was withdraw a warrant on the 27th in the system, but they never released him
I got it.
They just filed the additional warrant. So that he has never been released, as your honor promised, that if they did not come to pick him up within 30 days, he would be released. He is
Right.
staying in the system, same jail number, never made it out the door of the jail judge. So they have not complied with the requirements of the statute and the Uniform Extradition Act, Judge.
I don't have my my paperwork. What happened?
The previous warrant was quashed.
Oh, they quashed the previous warrant and issued a new one. That's why. I said the second he walks out the door, they're just gonna issue a new one. They want to see him. He has a parole violation. And he has a pre-signed waiver.
Yes,
They got 15 days to come and get him. If this is a new warrant,
Judge, they haven't released him. They were supposed to have released him, and they have not complied with that release. He's never been released from the system, Judge.
it's a probation violation warrant. How soon is it gonna take them to come get him?
He's contested extradition at this point, Judge.
No, no, that's not true. That was withdrawn. He contested in the beginning and it was withdrawn back in January. And the PD was discharged on January 16th.
I've been appointed on F-25-6264. And he contested extradition on Friday.
But
On Friday, he neither waived nor contested. It was reset today because the substitute judge wanted your honor to hear it.
No, he contested extradition.
Right,
He did not
contested
sign a
extradition.
waiver. The judge was going to reset it for the middle of the week, and he moved it up to today for your honor to hear.
all right, just so I'm clear, this is a new warrant. It was a new
Correct.
warrant.
It's the same case, Your Honor. You want to issue the new warrant.
They have a new warrant number. It's the same case, but a new warrant number.
I'm sorry, issue date,
A new issue date. When was it issued?
3/25/25.
Well, the one I'm looking at says is the old one. Where's the new paperwork?
I don't know paperwork.
This warrant says it was issued August 30th of 2024. Can I see the new paperwork then?
Like, come on, all this shit now?
You know, in Illinois, it's funny. And like they want to come get them. There's usually they're much more lenient. 1 second, please. So I don't have the new warrant in front of me. I'm told there's a new warrant. Okay. What was this is the warrant?
This is correct.
But it has August 30th on it. What was the new issue date?
3/25.
March 25th? Do you show anything that has that?
It's on the. Let me out. Let me out here.
All the time?
Let me talk about here.
I'm gonna give this, crossed it out and initial it. So I have a copy of the teletype here that says you are a wanted person in Illinois. And it was issued, let me see when it's issued.
It's the high. Oh, underline.
2025, March 25th of 2025, a new warrant was issued for you. And they want to pick you up. So that's what's going on. If you want to waive extradition, that's fine. You get out of here. I promise you, you will be out of here within 15 days because I don't think I'd give them 30 days. Okay? I'd give them.
I did 30 days though.
Judge, if that were issued on the 25th, then why wouldn't they have put it on calendar to inform your honor? But instead they did a withdrawal of the warrant, March the 27th in the system. They've never released him out of custody at all, Judge.
Right.
Which makes it a sham proceeding, Judge. The way the sheriff's department is handling it, it makes a sham of the Uniform Extradition Act. If the courts do not comply with the Uniform Extradition Act, then Florida shouldn't be part of it if they're not going to comply with the rules and regulations, Judge.
So, Ms. Corey, it's a probation violation. There's a pre-signed waiver. Is that correct?
Yes.
Let me,
And they had 30 days to pick him up. They did not pick him up and transport him as of Saturday. So what's to say they can't do this every other day? We're like, yeah, we don't feel like picking up right now. We're not going to comply with all the rules and regulations that Florida entered into with the other states in the United States for the Extradition Act.
they could,
Pardon?
but allow it.
That's what they're doing. They're attempting to do that without ever releasing
Your
him.
Honor.
They failed to pick him up within the 30 days as required by law.
Let me hear from you, Ms. Romas.
Yes, Your Honor, you repeatedly advised defendants that if a demanding state abandons the underlying warrant or doesn't pick them up within 30 days, the underlying warrant is still there. It's still valid. And what happened here is a new fugitive warrant with the new Florida case issue number was issued because Illinois said they want this guy. He has a pre-signed waiver. They're coming to pick him up. They abandoned the first warrant. The underlying warrant is still active. If Mr. Whitehead had waived on Friday, his clock would have started on Friday, but it didn't. Now
When
it
But
starts
if
to
the
count.
warrant was still in the system up until the 27th, how can they issue a warrant earlier?
You don't-
Mr.
abandoned-
Whitehead, I'm gonna mute you. One moment.
The Illinois abandoned the fugitive warrant that was issued previously. A new warrant was issued with the new Florida fugitive warrant case number. The underlying warrant never disappears. It's still valid. It's still an arrestable warrant. The
Alright.
other one was quashed. It was quashed on Friday.
I'm setting his case in 15 days.
Judge, for the record, I'm objecting. You can't withdraw a warrant on the 27th for that same warrant, but yet reissue it earlier. You said that the reissue date was March the 20th, 2025?
March 25th, but they can do.
So they can't issue two warrants for the same case, Judge. They can't issue a warrant when they haven't withdrawn the other one. They withdrew it on the 27th. That's the withdrawal date, Judge. So if they withdrew the warrant on F25832 on March the 27th, how could they have issued a secondary warrant 2 days earlier? It
The
doesn't
judge
make
signed
sense.
it. A judge didn't want them and they have a valid warrant. I'm
You
setting.
can't issue two warrants. You can't have two warrants for the same thing at the same exact time. And
Your
that's
Honor,
what
I
they're
think
doing,
the
Judge.
other
They're
option-
playing with the rules. They're making a mockery of the system, Judge. They're not adhering to the Uniform Extradition Act.
I completely disagree with that, Your Honor. The other option here is that Mr. Whitehead can be processed for release, and the second he steps out, he's going to be arrested on the valid warrant, and then he's going to have to be processed back in, and then he'll be brought before you tomorrow, and then his 30 days will start tomorrow.
That would be the legal thing to do, but they have not done. The legal thing to do is to release him as required by law. So no one wants to follow the law. They want to do something that is what they think is legally inconvenient, Judge, but they are not following the law.
That is
I would ask
incorrect.
that they follow the law.
For the law. That's what I try and do. There's a valid warrant from Illinois that was issued, a new warrant issued March 25th. There's a pre-signed waiver. His signature is on it. And I'm resetting this case in 15 days with hopes he's picked up by then.
Judge, I'm objecting. He's contested extradition.
He can contest all he likes. He has a pre-signed waiver.
I haven't seen a pre-signed waiver. I've asked for any pre-signed waiver. I don't see anything identifying him. I don't see any fingerprints. I don't see any pre-signed waiver. I've asked for it last week and I've received nothing.
Your Honor, the pre-signed waiver was circulated back in January, but I'm very happy to circulate it again today.
Ms. Corey now.
I will.
Reset April.
Judge, that I'm objecting for the record, Your Honor.
So noted. And please make sure you send it to her now.
I'll send it right now, Your Honor.
We need a copy of this, and also make sure Ms. Corey gets a copy of this one as well. Okay, next. That's it. Do we have any more?
We have the two we passed for waiting for an interpreter.
Your Honor, what are we doing, Mr. Whitehead? We setting him for what day?
April 15th to make sure he's picked up by Illinois. Yeah.
Good morning, Your Honor. Spanish interpreter present.
Thank you for joining us. Raise your right hand, ma'am, to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm you will translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your abilities? If so, state I do.
I do.
Thank you. Just state your name for the record.
Marian Ingracia.
Thank you. Let me go back now to Mr. Morajon, who speaks Spanish. Good morning, Mr. Morajon.
Buenos días, señor Morón.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
So was Mr. Morajon supposed to be picked up by Polk County? And if he hasn't been, what's going on?
El señor Morejón estaba supuesto a ser buscado por el condado de Polk y todavía no lo ha hecho. Quiero saber qué es lo que está pasando, dice la juez.
He posted bond on his fugitive.
Ya me dieron
County, Your
el
Honor.
release del condado de Polk. Lo tengo aquí.
Fine.
I have received the release from Polk County. I have it with me.
Fine. When did he post his bond?
¿Cuándo fue que pagaron o pusieron la fianza?
El mismo día que tuve la corte.
The same day that I came to court.
Corrections, when was his bond posted?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can if he's not talking over you. What?
It was 3/17.
Is there why anybody notify us of that? It got overlapped? Okay, so he's ready to be picked up by Georgia.
Bueno, dice que fue el 17 de marzo y la juez pregunta por qué es que nadie la dejó saber. De cualquier forma, usted está listo para que vengan a buscarlo del condado, perdón, del estado de Georgia.
Louisiana usually needs more than 15 days too. Give me a second to take a look.
De
Un
Georgia.
momento. From Georgia?
Louisiana.
No, Luisiana dice.
Okay, they have, when do you want me to set it? The 16th is the 30th day, I believe. So the 30th day is April 16th. When do you want me to set it? The 16th?
The 16th or 17th.
Reset March 16th to see what's going on, if he's going to be picked up by Louisiana.
Se va a volver a programar su caso para el día 16 de abril y a esa fecha se va a ver si ya vinieron a buscarlo del estado de Luisiana.
Okay, thank you.
Gracias.
Make sure you notify them. If you don't pick him up by then, he's getting released. All right, so we're waiting on the Romanian interpreter. Anybody? No luck yet?
Yeah.
Okay, well, start the in-state warrants. We have Manuel Diaz.
Your Honor, good morning. This is Portuguese interpreter. Just so you know, Portuguese interpreter is present.
Corrections, do you have a Portuguese case? Somebody needs
Yes,
a Port-
female number 2, Your Honor.
Which one? Ma'am,
The
you have,
second female on the calendar.
I'll be there with you in a minute. I have a short in-state calendar. I got to finish it first. Manuel Diaz?
He's supposed to be on Metro West, assume, Your Honor. I don't see him there. I see his name, but I don't see him there.
C County, I'll appoint the public defender's office for him. Miss Corey, you want me to reset it or just, it's no bond?
It looks like a VOP, Judge.
I actually don't know why he's here because on the 28th, he was set for 4/14/25. The only thing that they have is that they added a hold for immigration.
So what is it? Should be off calendar then?
Yes.
Oh, off calendar. Okay, thank you. Then we have Daniel Pullman. Mr. Pullman there? Where's the one lady who needs the Portuguese interpreter?
Mr. Pullman is present.
Good morning, Mr. Pullman. You have a warrant from Broward County that was issued. Do you speak English? No. You have a warrant from Broward that was issued February 21st of 2025 for violation of pretrial release conditions. There's no bond on the warrant. I'm appointing the public defender's office for you. Broward has up to 15 days to pick you up. The reset date is April 15th to make sure you are transported there. All right. So they usually come once a week. You shouldn't have to wait that long. Have a good day, sir. Next is Ever Sanchez Rojas. Did anybody promote the Portuguese interpreter?
We'll need the Spanish interpreter for Mr. Sanchez.
Okay, good morning. Sir, you were arrested on a warrant from Broward County. The warrant was issued October 28th of 2024.
Bien, señor, usted fue arrestado por una orden emitida del condado de Broward con fecha del 28 de octubre del 2024.
The charge is for, the arrest was for grand theft or retail theft, and your bond is $2,500.
Y lo arrestaron por una acusación de hurto mayor o robo en tiendas. La fianza es de $2,500.
So the public defender's office is appointed for you. You can call them with any questions.
La oficina de los defensores de oficio ha sido asignada para usted. Usted puede llamarlos puede llamarlos por cualquier pregunta.
So the reset date here is April 15th to make sure you either posted a $2,500 bond to get out of jail or to see if you were transported to Broward County.
Entonces, la próxima fecha de audiencia va a ser el día 15 de abril para ver en ese día si usted puso la fianza o pagaron la fianza de los $2,500 o si usted si ya fue transportado al condado de Broward.
Have a good day, sir.
Tenga buen día.
Next, I'm calling out a turn on page 1, Tanya Renata Kimmelblatt. We need the Portuguese interpreter. Ma'am, if you could raise your right hand to be sworn, please. Do you swear or affirm you will translate from English to Portuguese and Portuguese to English to the best of your abilities? If so, state I do.
I do, Your Honor.
Thank
you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Bom dia, senhora.
You were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called clonazepam and petty theft.
Senhora, a senhora foi detida porque a senhora está sofrendo uma acusação de posse de uma substância controlada chamada clonazepam e por furto.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Eu vou indicar o defensor público para sua defesa.
There is probable cause for the charges.
Houve justas causas para sua detenção.
So, ma'am, you were ordered to stay away from the Macy's store where this offense occurred.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, can you please repeat?
Yes, she is ordered to stay away from this Macy's store where this offense occurred.
Thank you. É ordenado que a senhora não se aproxime da loja Macy's, onde este incidente ocorreu.
At 7535 Southwest 88th Street in Miami, Florida.
Na 7535 Southwest 88th Street, em Miami, na Flórida.
So, I take it you're visiting here from Brazil, is that correct?
Pelo que eu entendi, a senhora está visitando os Estados Unidos vindo do Brasil, correto? Interpreter's not able here, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Judge, for count 1, I would ask that you find no probable cause. Ms. Renata indicated that she had the prescription in her luggage. She just did not have it on her person. They did not give her the opportunity to get to her luggage to show the officer.
Excelência, na imputação número 1, eu solicitaria que a senhora considerasse que não foi encontrado justas causas, porque indica que ela não tinha receita e, na verdade, a receita dela estava na mala dela, só não estava pessoalmente em posse dela, nas mãos dela.
So, Judge, if you want to give her the benefit of the doubt, maybe just PC of prescription drug without the prescription.
Okay.
Então, se a senhora quiser dar o benefício da dúvida para ela, considere justa causa, mas sem a receita.
What about the fact that she's stealing 2 bras over $100, $110, which is a first-degree misdemeanor?
No entanto, ela ainda cometeu a outra infração de $110, o que é uma infração de uma contravenção de segundo grau.
There's probable cause for that charge.
Mas nessa acusação, no entanto, há justas causas.
I'll set a bond on count 1 at $100 and count 2. What do you want me to set it at, State?
Então,
Standards 500.
Na imputação número 1, eu vou estipular fiança em $100. Na imputação número 2, o que o Estado recomendaria, o Estado recomenda $500.
Ms. Corey, anything you want to say?
Do 100, Judge.
I'll do $100 count 1 and $150 count 2.
Então, será $100, eu vou estipular $100 na imputação número 1 e na imputação na acusação número 2, $150 de fiança.
Please make sure you keep all future court dates here in Miami. Have a good day.
Não se esqueça de estar presente em todas as suas audiências futuras aqui em Miami. Boa sorte, tenha um bom dia.
We need a call from the Portuguese interpreter. Ms. Corey?
Yes, Judge, if the interpreter could let her know that she needs to appear in court, she can appear by Zoom for some hearings and in person for others. She should reach out to her lawyer at the public defender's office so she knows which cases she needs to appear by Zoom and which ones she needs to appear in person.
Senhora, é importante a senhora saber que em algumas das suas audiências, algumas delas poderão ser pelo Zoom online e algumas delas terão que ser presencialmente, terão que ser presenciais. É importante que a senhora entre em contato com o seu advogado na Defensoria Pública para que ele te informe quais serão as audiências que a senhora terá que comparecer pelo Zoom e quais a senhora terá que comparecer presencialmente.
Okay, thank you. I need to call a case at a turn for corrections. I'm still waiting. The Portuguese interpreter's excused. Is that okay yet, or you want me to wait? 1 second.
Corrections, I don't think we have any more cases.
Any other Portuguese defendants, speaking defendants? We have also the Romanian interpreter. Okay, thank you so much for coming in today, Ms. Coelho.
Absolutely. Thank you, Honor. Have a great day, everyone.
All right, now we have the case for Mr. Moravel. His attorney is here.
Yes, Your Honor. Martin Hoppa, behalf of the defendant.
Good morning. So just, can she raise her hand, or she or he? Is the Ukrainian interpreter there?
Yes, present. Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you start your video?
I will try my best. I'm on the road right now.
Oh, no problem. You can turn it off.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So I need you to raise your right hand to be sworn. Just or affirm the testimony. I'm sorry, you swear affirm you will translate from English to Romanian or Ukrainian and Ukrainian to English to the best of your abilities. So said I do.
I do.
Thank you. We're here today because I believe Mr. Moravel's local case is now closed.
That is correct, Judge.
Значить, Віталій, сьогодні, доброго ранку, сьогодні ми зібрались того, що ваше місцеве діло, воно вже закрите.
Okay, so he's now ready for pickup. Where'd the deputy go? Oh, we're gonna make copies. He's ready for pickup now by Texas.
Значить, теперь вы уже готовы відправку в Texas, в Техас, другой штат.
So we're going to reset this case in 15 days to make sure he's been picked up by Texas. They do have a full 30 days to come and get him.
Значит, мы перекладываем заседание, переносим на через 15 дней, потому что есть всего срок в 30 дней, когда Техас должен прибыть и забрать вас для транспортировки, для перевода.
It will be April 15th to make sure he gets picked up by Texas.
Your Honor, if I may.
Значит, на 15 апреля мы просто заказываем еще одно заседание суда, чтобы удостовериться, что Техас уже в пути, чтобы забрать вас для перевода в другое место.
Your Honor, as I understand, his co-defendant was given 50 days about 7 days ago. So what we're requesting the court to do is to give 7 days for the pickup. That's my understanding based on the notes that I have before me, Your Honor. So so just to basically, make the times line up.
Why should I do that?
Well, just in the interest of making it uniform for both Texas and everyone here, Judge.
Did you hear him, Madam Interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor. Значит, вопрос был со стороны вашего адвоката. Сообвиняемого также вынесли, значит, за следующее заседание через 15 дней, но это произошло неделю назад, а адвокат просто просит скоординировать эти даты, чтобы, в принципе, конвой прибыл одновременно за вами.
Deputy, did you start the 15 days for the other person, his friend from Ukraine?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't do that. They don't go there together. They don't go and get a first-class flight or a joint seats together. They come when they want. This is a jail. It's not a hotel, and it's not a travel agency.
Your Honor, we don't pick up co-defendants.
They don't pick them up together anyway.
Значит, полицейские уже штат, они уже начали отсчет для друга Виталия, но судья сказала, что этого не делает. Это не то, что вы там предоставляется вам билеты первым классом лететь вместе, или вы сидите вместе, поэтому это все-таки тюрьма, это все-таки, значит, этого не будет, потому что вместе вы не будете конвоированы.
The deputy also said they don't pick up co-defendants together. They usually go bring separate transports. He shouldn't be held here more than 15 days. Texas is pretty good.
Плюс транспортируются оба обвиняемые, даже если проходят по одному делу, они не транспортируются одновременно вместе, поэтому в течение 15 дней все равно вы должны быть уже туда отконвоированы и сопровождены в другой штат, потому что Техас довольно-таки быстро реагирует на такие дела.
All right, so Mr. Hofferton, thank you. Your wife or your wife did an excellent job resolving his local case. Texas now has 15 days to pick him up.
Understood, Judge. Thank you very much.
Все понятно, значит, местное дело закрыто, 15 дней, следующее заседание, и Техас приезжает и забирает под конвоем для пересопровождения.
Good luck to you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ну и удачи вам, всего хорошего вам, сэр.
You too, have a nice day, bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
May I
you.
be
Does
excused, Judge?
need a Ukrainian interpreter? Then you are excused, Madam
Thank you,
Interpreter.
Judge.
Thank
Mr.
you, Your Honor.
This one now? I have one for corrections, Jennifer Nieda.
Got an ice hold and a bench warrant.
Did you say that was for private attorney?
For corrections.
For corrections? Oh, yes. Spanish interpreter, please.
Good morning, Miss Nieda. You were arrested for possession of crack cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Buenos días, señora. Usted fue arrestada por tener posesión de cocaína crack y también por parafernales.
And she has a hold for immigration, Your Honor.
I'm appointing the public defender's office for you.
También usted tiene una retención por el Departamento de Inmigración. La oficina del defensor de oficio está siendo asignado para usted.
There is probable cause for the charges.
Hay causa motivo fundado para la acusación.
The bond on count 1 for possession of crack cocaine, she had 9 rocks totaling a gram. They said it's $2,500.
En cuanto a la fianza fijada, sería por posesión de 9 piedras de cocaína, $2,500.
Count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500.
Y posesión de parafernales, segunda acusación, $500.
Ma'am, you may want to discuss the posting of a bond with your lawyer because of the immigration hold. There's immigration consequences to posting a bond.
Usted tal vez quisiera hablar, señora, con su abogado porque hay ya una intervención de inmigración, entonces hay consecuencias de inmigración.
All right, good luck to you.
Buena suerte.
Let me call out attorney Sebastian Suarez on page 8. His family's in court. So who are you all?
I'm
Your
the
Honor.
father,
I
mother.
am the mother. My name is
You
Diana.
got the whole family together. Come on here. We should get together.
This is a terrible mistake.
No, ma'am, you didn't commit any mistake. Good morning, Mr. Suarez. Sir, you were arrested for 1 count of trafficking in GHP or something called Winstrol. It's a first-degree felony, and you have a fake driver's license. I guess I can buy liquor. That's the charges. That's a third-degree felony. Sir, can you afford to hire an attorney? I don't know, your parents are here in court. The step-parents are here as well. They're not happy with you right now. Can you afford to hire an attorney, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
You have money for a lawyer? How much do you make a week?
I make like 200 a week.
And you think you're gonna hire an attorney for $200 a week?
Well, not myself, but my parents.
Oh, you're assuming they're gonna wanna pay out their hard-earned money to hire an attorney for you because you allegedly committed a criminal offense? Do you want me to appoint the public defender for him? You're not under any obligation to hire a lawyer. He doesn't have a lawyer.
You're gonna appoint a public defender, and we can obviously, we'll see the
He
options.
can always do- Okay, fine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So Judge, it's steroids, but not trafficking.
Says
right?
he had
Right.
Not traffic.
several black packages and pills.
One of the packages said pure anabolic, so I think it's steroids.
Okay. All right. So what should we do? Sentence him to a couple of days in jail now, or what do the parents want to do? Who does he live with?
With me.
Is he working or go to school?
He wants to go to school, yes. He's a great
He
student.
goes-
Graduated from Columbus.
He's studying finance. He has a job at the gym working as a personal trainer.
Okay. Count one is possession. I don't think it's trafficking. I don't think. No. It doesn't say any quantity. So count one is probable cause for possession of a controlled substance. In count two, there's probable cause for possession of a driver's license and similitude. So what do you want me to do? You want free trial? You want to release to get him out for free and he has to report to the program, or do you want to post the monetary
Yes,
bond?
yes, please.
We want to. Thank you,
Pretrial services, alternate bond, count one is $2,500 and count two will be $1,000. All right, no fake driver's licenses. Wait till you're 21. And even when you're 21, you may not want to drink. Okay, maybe you want to go to a club, I don't know. But stay out of those clubs till you're 21. Cops can spot a fake driver's license a mile away. So can the guys who work at the bars. And then they're going to call the cops on you and you'll be right back here. If you get rearrested again, you will be locked up in jail until your trial. Okay, I'd be more scared for you how upset the parents are. I'd be real scared for you getting out of jail to deal with them because you're in big trouble. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you all. Okay. Oh, wait, do you want to get the information for pre-trial from them? 1 second. One of you, Dad, maybe whoever's gonna. Diane Cicero is next.
Tap judge.
She's on Zoom and they need to be promoted.
Okay. I see a whole bunch. I got it.
I was trying to.
Good morning, Miss Cicero. How are you doing?
Yeah. I'm sorry, hi, how are you?
Hi, good morning. You got arrested for trespassing at the construction site or posted site. I will appoint the
Yes.
office for you. So there's probable cause, I believe, for the charge.
Break it up a little bit. I hear some of the words.
Probable cause for your arrest. You can't go onto the area that's in the construction site. You're ordered to stay away from the property at 224 23rd Street in Miami Beach, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location unless you're there. All right?
Okay.
Tap
Yeah, I went to get out of the rain. It was raining all day that day.
Miss Cicero, don't make any statements about what happened.
Release you to the TAP program. Maybe they can help you find some shelter and housing, okay? TAP alternate bond.
Okay, you about breaking up a little bit.
She said top alternate bond.
Did we consider an ROI?
Tap what?
This top is a program they give you for finding shelter and stuff like that. She's giving you top and an alternate bond. So you could get out either while going.
I don't have money for a bond. Just lock me up. You know what I'm gonna do.
Locking you up. I'm releasing you to a program called TAP, and I'm going to give you a date to come back to court for arraignment. What's the 30 days? April 30th? What is it? April 30th, if it's a work day? Is it a work day? It is. Wednesday, April 30th, you have to come back to court for your arraignment. And that's in courtroom 3-2, Judge Carbarga.
It's a top program too.
It finds your shelter so you could be able to go to sleep, get food and stuff like that.
Can you write down the date for her? Are you write the date down for her, April 30th?
I have the date in my head, but I don't know where this place is or.
I'm gonna bring you back the information. I got you.
1 Northwest 12th Street in Miami, Florida. It's at the port.
I don't have a pen or anything to write this down with, so I will remember the address. I'll remember the name of the place.
Miss Chloe, if you write it down, I'll bring it to her.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice.
What's the alternate bond, Your Honor?
$1,000.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
$1,000.
$1,000.
You know, we have to assume that we need to take out a turn. It's page.
Docket, page 5. He's at Metro West 2. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
You were arrested for organized scheme to defraud and doing business without a license. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And
He
Mr.
had
Duckett, please
fake
don't make
wrist-
any statements or comments about what happened while we're.
He had fake wristbands.
Fake wristbands to go to the what's it called? Ulta?
Ultra.
Portrait Festival.
I'm so glad I miss it every year.
Yes, ma'am. I promise you, ma'am. I wasn't.
Mr. Duckett, don't make any statements.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes,
he's
ma'am.
from Tennessee, not local, and it looks like he took $1,200 from the victims.
Okay. How long have you been living here in Miami?
I think he's just
visiting.
Yes, ma'am. I come down for the music festival, ma'am.
Okay. Don't talk about the facts. State what bond you said.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't know. I don't know. Yes, ma'am.
requesting standard. I think he's a potential flight risk in that he's got no local ties.
Does he have priors out of state?
I do see some priors out of state.
Mr. Duckett, do you have any money for bond?
No, ma'am, not at the time, ma'am, because they had took my money and on the wrist. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to
Don't
talk about.
what, do not talk
ma'am.
about facts of the case.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You want me to split them, Miss Corey?
Yes, Judge, or if you could decrease them even more.
Count two's a second-degree misdemeanor.
Well, I was trying to make it even. All right, I'll set count 1 at $2,000 and count 2 doing business without a license is $150. So I lowered it count 1 a little for you. Good luck to you, sir.
So, ma'am, how much do I have to pay to get out of jail, ma'am?
You have to talk to a bondsman. I don't know. They take a percentage of the total bond, but it's up to whatever the bondsman says.
Yes, ma'am. And you said it was, how much did you say the bond was, ma'am?
$150.
That's all I have to pay?
$2,150.
Okay, so one of them is 2,000 and one of them is 150.
Right.
Okay, because I think I talked to a bail's bondman already. They was like the $2,500. At first it was $2,500 when Your Honor.
Because I lowered it.
Ma'am?
I lowered count 1 to 2,000.
Yes, ma'am. Now I'm just trying to have a understand, like you lowered it to 2,000. I mean, it'll be 200, I think, what the bail's bondman said, and then.
Talk to the bondsman. I don't know what.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Mr. Duckett, if you're able to post your bond, please reach out to the public defender's office, talk to your lawyer about your case. Your case will be scheduled for court in about 1 month.
Okay, what if I doesn't be able to make bond?
If you can't make bond, you'll have court in 3 weeks.
You'll see a judge in 21 days if you can't post bonds.
Guys, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee down here.
Next case, Federico Galvez Ventura, who's on Zoom, Metro West 1.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, do you speak English? ¿Usted habla inglés?
I understand English, but I prefer translation in Spanish.
Would you prefer Spanish? No problem. Yeah. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for 1 count of battery, domestic battery by strangulation, and 1 count of battery.
Buenos días, señor. Usted se le acusa de una agresión de violencia doméstica con estrangulación y una acusación de violencia doméstica como tal.
So, sir, can you afford to hire a private lawyer?
Señor, ¿usted puede contratar los servicios de un abogado privado? Señor, ¿puede usted contratar los servicios de un abogado privado?
No, pero ahora no lo tengo.
No, I don't have one right now.
Can you afford to hire a lawyer? I didn't ask if you had one. I asked if you have the money to hire one.
Yo no le pregunté si usted tenía un abogado privado o no. Lo que yo le pregunté es que si usted puede pagar los servicios de un abogado privado.
I can pay.
Okay. So do you want me to reset this case for the afternoon to give you an opportunity to have a lawyer appear in court with you? Or
¿Usted quisiera que yo vuelva a programar este caso para la tarde para que de esa manera usted tenga la oportunidad de tener un abogado privado aquí con usted?
Or you can.
No, but I prefer to resolve this one right now.
So are you willing to waive a lawyer's presence for purposes of this, only for this first appearance hearing? Sir?
Entonces
Is he willing to waive the presence of an attorney for purposes of this first appearance hearing?
Señor, ¿usted está dispuesto a ceder o renunciar a los derechos de tener a un abogado con usted para los propósitos de primera comparecencia? ¿Sí o no?
Sí, pero yo fui, me dijeron que cuando ingresé fue detenido, que podía tener un abogado del Estado si no tuviese uno.
Yes, however, I was told at the time that I got arrested that I will be able to have an attorney if I did not have one.
Okay. Sir, can you afford to hire a lawyer?
Señor, ¿usted puede contratar los servicios de un abogado?
En este momento no.
Not at this time.
Do you own your home?
¿Usted es dueño de una casa? ¿Tiene casa propia?
Sí, tengo casa propia.
Yes, I own a home.
Then you don't qualify for the public defender's office.
Usted no califica para los servicios del defensor de oficio.
You're going to have to hire a lawyer.
Y va a tener que contratar los servicios de un abogado privado.
Ok, entonces renuncio para poder resolver esto ahora.
So then I'll be declining in order for me to resolve this issue right now.
You're what?
I'll decline in order for
Decline the lawyer.
Sir, it's a very, very simple question. Do you want to waive a lawyer's presence for me to proceed now?
Señor, es una pregunta y una respuesta bastante sencilla. ¿Usted quiere ceder sus derechos a tener a un abogado en primera comparecencia?
Sí.
Yes.
Fine. So there is probable cause for the charges of domestic battery by strangulation and battery.
Hay causa motivo fundado para la acusación de violencia doméstica, estrangulamiento y acusación simple de violencia doméstica.
If there's any victim here on this case, can you please raise your hands on Zoom so I can promote you?
Si hubiese una víctima relacionada a este caso, que por favor levante la mano para de esa manera ser promovido.
Okay, so, sir, since there is probable cause for the charge, I'm going to enter a stay-away order from the alleged victim, who I believe is your wife, Rosa Maria Costa.
Señor, desde causa motivo fundado, voy a emitir una orden de alejamiento de la señora Rosa María Costa, que creo que es su esposa.
Contact with the alleged victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto con ella de manera directa, indirecta, a través de tercera persona, por escrito o ningún otro tipo de comunicación.
And no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
Tampoco puede tener contacto con la víctima a través de las redes sociales o algún otro medio electrónico.
You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school, and place of employment at all times.
Tendrá que mantenerse alejado a 500 pies de distancia en todo momento del lugar de vivienda, trabajo o escuela.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
Y no puede tampoco participar de alguna actividad ilegal y tampoco no use o esté en posesión de drogas ilegales.
And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
Tampoco no puede comprar, tener posesión o uso de armas de fuego, munición.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Usted también va a tener, si usted tuviese posesión de armas o algún tipo de permiso para que usted pueda portar armas, va a tener que presentar, devolver o entregar esas armas a la estación de policía, de la misma manera el permiso para portar armas y presentar el recibo o comprobante de haber hecho eso al tribunal.
You understand the stay-away order, sir?
¿Entendió las bases de la orden de permanecer alejado?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I do.
Oh, one other thing, I'm sorry, you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail.
Una cosa más, usted puede volver a casa de la víctima en una sola oportunidad, 48 horas después de haber sido puesto en libertad.
You must be accompanied by a police officer
Tiene que estar acompañado de un oficial de la policía
so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools.
para que de esa manera usted pueda buscar sus efectos personales, medicamentos, documentos, papeles de trabajo o herramientas de trabajo.
If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested.
Porque si usted fuera a la casa sin la participación de la policía y permanece ahí, usted será arrestado nuevamente.
You understand the stay away order now?
¿Entendió la orden de permanecer alejado?
Yes, but I have a question.
Yes,
If,
sir.
if I may.
Got the facts of the case. Yes,
No
sir.
hable.
Okay, may I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, what's happened if my wife call me or message me through WhatsApp? Can I answer? Can I answer for any coordination about the daughters, the kids? You know, I can receive that.
Listen, even if she contacts you and you respond, you can be in violation of a court order. So it's best to discuss that with an attorney. Can you interpret that, please?
Yes, Your Honor. A pesar de que ella lo contacte a usted, usted no debería de contestarle y tal vez hablar de esos puntos con un abogado.
Okay, and the last question: what happens if my wife called me to go to the house for any coordination with the kids to take care of kids because she's traveling? What happened on that case?
So
I
you hear what I just said? If she contacts you and you respond, you'll be in violation of the court order.
Got it.
However, I'm going to add this in. Third-party contact is permitted for exchange of children for time sharing. So what that means is it's okay if a third party contacts you about exchanging the children. That won't be a violation of the stay away order. Okay.
Voy a añadir algo más. Dice que se permite el contacto a través de una tercera parte para de esa manera poder hablar acerca del tiempo compartido. Si una tercera parte se pone en contacto con usted en cuanto al tiempo compartido, está bien. No va a ser un quebrantamiento a la orden.
So I'm setting a bond, $4,000, count one for battery by strangulation, count two, battery is $1,000.
La fianza está siendo fijada en la cantidad de $4,000 por agresión con intención de estrangulamiento y de $1,000 por agresión.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Have a good day.
Buena suerte con usted, señor.
Okay, gracias.
All right, next we have page, is that one or two? I can't read it. Juliana Marulanda, page one. Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for 10 counts of possession of a controlled substance called Percocet. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So just one count. She's got no priors. I think pretrial would be okay.
Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500, count one, ROR, counts 2 through 10. Have a nice day, everyone. Yeah, pretrial alternate, 2,500. Counts 2 through 10, ROR each count. Oh, we have somebody else on Zoom. Who's on Zoom? You have somebody named Galvez on Zoom? Who's on Zoom? Corrections?
That's the one that you just did, Your Honor.
No.
Why is he here?
I don't know, they haven't taken him off.
Oh, okay. All right, next we have is Elise Port. I'm sorry. Next is Amy Port. Good morning, Ms. Port. You were arrested for neglect of an elderly or disabled adult. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Okay, so I believe there is probable cause for neglect of an elderly or an elderly adult or disabled adult.
Judge, what's interesting to note in the arrest form, apparently the family never provided any payment to Ms. Port as a caretaker. In addition, Judge, it looks like the family came to the house multiple times. And if they're coming to the house multiple times and they're finding issues and they're not paying Ms. Port, it does not appear that she's a hired caretaker.
They gave it room and board. It said room and board. Place was in disarray. All right, so you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Roy Shiver. No contact with that victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the alleged victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school, and any place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, ma'am? All right. What do you want me to do in terms of a bond? She's supposed to be the caretaker. The house is a mess, and the victim, I guess, fell and had injuries. She's bringing men over to the home. What do you want for a bond?
Like standards okay, or pre-trial if your honor deems it appropriate. She does have priors.
I'd ask for a pretrial, Judge.
All right. Pretrial services alternate bond. It's $2,500. Have a good day. Oh, is she homeless or does she have an address for pretrial?
She's
Otherwise,
staying with the victim.
does she have another place she can stay?
She has a friend she could stay with, Judge.
Okay. Good day, ma'am. Next, we had Avita Green, page 2.
She's on felony bond.
Hold for F-24 12523. Good morning, Ms. Green. You were arrested for leaving the scene of a crash, serious bodily injury, grand theft of a vehicle. It's charged as a first-degree felony. I don't think it is. And driving as a habitual traffic offender. You're also out on felony bond. There's a hold for case F-24 12523. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So she sideswiped 2 vehicles, hit the victim, knocking him out of his wheelchair. And then she fled, and some witnesses followed her, persuaded her to return to the scene. And the victim had a fractured femur and knee. And her license is revoked, and she's a habitual traffic offender. And the car she was driving was also stolen. So there's probable cause for count 1, leaving the scene of a crash, serious bodily injury. That's a second-degree felony. Although she did go back, I'll set that bond at
I don't
5.
think you should reduce it because she's in a stolen car with a bad license, flees the scene of a crash, and her open case is also for grand theft of a motor vehicle.
I'm setting count 1 at $5,000. Count 2, grand theft of a motor vehicle, is $2,500. And count 3, driving as a habitual traffic offender, is $2,500. So ma'am, you'll see your judge tomorrow since you're out on felony bond. There's a hold. I'm also entering a no drive order. You're not allowed to drive a motor vehicle unless you have a valid license. Good luck to you.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Good morning. This is now Catherine Obando. Ma'am, you were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Señora, a usted se le acusa de agresión agravada con un arma mortal.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a asignar a la oficina del defensor de oficio para que la asista.
Okay, there is probable cause for the charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Hay causa motivo fundado para la acusación de agresión agravada con un arma mortal.
You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Ivan Flores.
Se le indica que tiene que permanecer alejada de la supuesta víctima, Iván Flores.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto ya sea de manera directa, indirecta, en persona, por escrito, por teléfono o por ninguna tercera persona.
No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
Tampoco puede tener contacto con la víctima en mención a través de redes sociales o cualquier otro medio electrónico.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school, and place of employment at all times.
También tiene que permanecer alejada al menos a 500 pies de distancia de la casa, la escuela y el lugar de trabajo de la víctima.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
Y tampoco no puede usted involucrarse en actividades delictivas ni tampoco tener uso o consumo de drogas ilegales.
Not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
Tampoco no puede tener uso, posesión o transporte de armas de fuego, de armas o munición.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
De la misma manera, usted va a tener que hacer entrega de algún tipo de armas de fuego que usted pudiera tener en posesión o de cualquier permiso para manejar armas de fuego y municiones a la estación de policía y presentar el recibo de haber cumplido con ese requerimiento al tribunal.
And do you know if the victim moved out of the home? Ms. Corey, does she know?
¿Usted sabe si la víctima se ha mudado de la casa, señora?
No, Judge, not any longer.
So in the event the victim has moved out of the home, you can go back to your home?
Entonces, en el supuesto caso que la víctima se haya mudado de la casa, usted podría volver a casa.
But if he's still living in the home, you're going to have to find somewhere else to stay.
Pero si es que él está viviendo en la casa, usted va a tener que buscar un lugar donde mudarse, a donde vivir.
Victims in the home, you can only return there one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail.
Y si usted va a regresar a la casa una vez que haya sido puesta en libertad, lo puede hacer 48 horas después.
You must be accompanied by a police officer.
Y tiene que estar acompañada por un oficial de la policía.
So that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools.
Para que de esa manera usted pueda ir a buscar sus cosas personales, sus medicamentos, algún tipo de medicinas, también documentos y documentos personales y también tal vez documentos relacionados con su negocio y algún tipo de herramientas que usted necesite para el trabajo.
If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested.
Porque si usted va a la casa de la víctima sin la asistencia o la presencia de la policía o usted permanece en esa casa, usted va a ser arrestada.
And also, third-party contact is permitted with the victim for exchange of the children for time sharing, so only through a third party.
También se está autorizando que haya contacto a través de una tercera persona solamente para ver lo que tiene, lo relacionado al intercambio del tiempo compartido con los niños.
Ma'am, how long have you lived here in Miami?
Señora, ¿desde hace cuánto tiempo que usted vive aquí en Miami? Interpreter can't hear.
3 años.
3 años.
3 years.
Yeah. Just Ms. Corey, what do you want, house arrest?
Would you consider pretrial, Judge? She indicates that she was in the kitchen cutting, I think it was onions at the time, and never threatened him, Judge.
Su señoría, ella indica que ella parece estuvo cortando cebollas en la casa, en la cocina, y nunca lo amenazó.
So Judge, what's interesting is she's got an out-of-state driver's license.
How long have you lived here in Florida? 3 years?
Señora, usted dice que vive en la Florida hace 3 años.
Uno,
How long in Miami?
¿Hace cuánto tiempo que vive en Miami?
desde el 2021.
Since 2021.
Ms. Corey, I mean, Ms. Afty said she had an out-of-state
It
driver's license.
says, maybe it's a typo, but it doesn't.
Oregon. Did you live in Oregon?
I think maybe that,
En el 2023 viajé a Oregon 1 año.
In 2023, I flew to Oregon and 1 year.
so Judge, state's requesting house arrest rather than pretrial or a monetary bond.
They can give you a license, if you know what I'm talking about, but you're not going to get one here.
Bueno, le pueden dar una licencia, pero no le van a dar una licencia aquí, si usted sabe a lo que me estoy refiriendo.
They have different laws there in Oregon. They're different from Florida. Anyway,
Las leyes en la Florida son diferentes a las de Oregón.
I'd ask
pre
for pretrial.
fund $5,000. Ma'am, that Oregon license may not be legal in this state to drive, just so you know. You're supposed to change your license within 30 days of moving to the state.
Sí, bueno, le están fijando la fianza en $5,000. La juez dice que esa licencia que usted tiene de Oregón tal vez no sea legal para que usted pueda conducir aquí. Usted tendría que haber cambiado su licencia de conducir a una del estado de la Florida si es que dentro de los 30 días.
Okay, have a nice day.
Tenga buen día, señora.
You have Ashley Fuentes. She's next.
She refused court, Your Honor. She was here and she wanted the officers to take her back.
What do you want me to do?
She
Stay with
refused yesterday. State filed a motion anyways, would Your Honor just set the bond and let the division judge read the stay away order tomorrow?
Let me read this.
I didn't hear what you said, Miss Ed.
So Fuentes was here but refused, and she refused over the weekend as well. So I was requesting that the court just set the bond and let the stay away order be read in division tomorrow.
There's probable cause. She's out on probation. There's a hold for the division judge. Miss Corey, would you like to accept the appointment and waiver of presence?
Yes, Judge, that's fine.
Okay, so appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Count 1, there's probable cause for the kidnapping. I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing. That will be no bond. Count 2, there's probable cause for armed robbery with a weapon. No bond, granting the state's motion for pretrial detention. And count 3, possession of cocaine, there's probable cause for that, $2,500. So she'll see the judge tomorrow. Now we have Moses Lanier. Is there any to add a turn for corrections first? I'm sorry. That's
Yes.
not.
Well, yeah, we can do a Lanier and then we can do Leslie Smith and
Oh, Moses Lanier on page 4. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're out on probation, so there's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for cases F23-22345 and F24-10780. So let me review. There's probable cause for the charge. You are ordered to stay away from the Target store at 8350 South Dixie Highway in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that store. You must stay away from there. So I'll set a bond, $1,500. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a nice day. Let me call up next Leslie Smith.
You called Leslie Smith, Judge?
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Smith. So you were arrested for failing to register as required by law as a career criminal. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So for the past 3 years, he's failed to comply with his registration requirement. He doesn't have a valid driver's license or ID. So there's probable cause for the charge. Your bond is $2,500. Okay, so have a nice day. Next case is Edwin Ramiro Santos, page 4. Oh, this back. Good morning, Mr. Santos. Ramiro.
Spanish, please. Spanish.
Spanish. So you were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called cocaine and battery.
Señora, usted se le acusa por tener posesión de una sustancia ilegal, cocaína y agresión.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a asignar a la oficina del defensor de oficio.
He was fighting with his mother, grabbed her.
Y dice que usted estaba peleando con su mamá y usted la tomó.
Anyway, so you were ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Nelly Romero Galvez.
Y señora, a usted se le indica que tiene que permanecer alejado de la supuesta víctima Nelly Romero Valdés.
No contact with the victim, no contact with the victim Nelly Romero Galvez, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Señor, usted no puede tener contacto con la supuesta víctima, la señora Nelly Romero Galvez, de manera directa, indirecta, por escrito o a través de terceras personas.
No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
Tampoco puede tener contacto con ella a través de las redes sociales o de otra manera electrónica.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times.
De la misma manera, usted tiene que permanecer a 500 pies de distancia de la víctima, del lugar de residencia, lugar de trabajo o escuela.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
Tampoco puede usted participar de acciones delictivas o tener uso o posesión de drogas ilegales.
Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
También usted no puede estar en posesión de armas de fuego, armas, munición.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
De la misma manera, usted va a tener que entregar cualquier tipo de arma de fuego, munición o cualquier permiso para portar armas a la estación de policía.
And you return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail.
De la misma manera, una vez que usted ha entregado las armas, tiene que presentar el recibo de haberlo hecho al tribunal. Puede regresar a la vivienda de la víctima dentro de las 48 horas.
You must be accompanied by a police officer.
Pero tiene que estar acompañado por un oficial de policía.
So that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools.
Para que de esa manera usted pudiera buscar su ropa, sus medicamentos, cualquier tipo de documentación o documentación relacionada con sus negocios o herramientas relacionadas con su negocio.
If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested.
Porque si usted va a la casa de la víctima sin ser acompañado por la policía, usted va a ser arrestado.
You understand the stay away order, sir?
¿Entiende lo que significa la orden de permanecer alejado, señor?
Sí.
Yes.
I see no prior record for Mr. Romero Sanchez. He indicates, Santos, he indicates he has another place he could stay, which do pre-trial.
Okay.
Bien, dice que no hay orden, no tiene antecedentes previos y también tiene un lugar donde permanecer.
Pretrial services alternate bond count 1, possession of a controlled substance is $2,500. Count 2, battery is $1,000.
En todo caso sería audiencia previa, servicios de audiencia previa a juicio. En la primera acusación sería $2,500 de multa por posesión y $1,000 por la acusación de agresión.
Okay, have a nice day. Next case, page 4, Jason Richardson, 2 cases.
NBC, Your Honor. Medical.
So reset medical corrections?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's probable cause in F256501. Let me look at the other case.
What happened to Mr. Richardson?
Medical.
Medical.
What was it? Oh, and I'm sorry, I think they said refused. Defendant NBC. The other case. So state, you sure that's the correct charge?
Well, in which case? The detainee case?
No, the other one.
The other case?
Charge of the first degree felony
Yeah.
motion. I apologize. Okay. There's probable cause for count 1 and count 2 and reset it for the afternoon. He's NBC. Now we have Lucius Scott, page 4.
Mr. Scott is present.
Mr. Scott, you were arrested for possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. All right, so there's probable cause for the charges.
I would ask for the TAP program, please, with a
Okay.
future court date.
I'm okay with that. Tap all.
Let's see if there's a court date already, because he refused a few times.
There I know. Tap alternate bond 2,500 count 1, 500 count 2, and 500 count 3. Is there a court date or no? April 30th. Do you have a court date in the computer yet? The arraignment date will be April 30th at 9 a.m. courtroom 2-8. Have a nice day, sir. Next case is Carlos Domingo Morales on page 5. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Señor, ¿habla inglés?
Spanish, please.
Sir, good morning. You were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Señora, usted se le acusa por posesión de cocaína y posesión de parafernales.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a asignar a la oficina del defensor de oficio para que lo represente.
Sir, how long have you been? I'm sorry, you don't have a place to stay?
¿Usted no tiene un lugar donde quedarse, señor?
Bien, tengo renta, lo que pasa yo iba a trabajar cuando me encontraron.
Yes, I rent a place. It's just that I was on my way to work when I was detained.
Do you have an address where you live so I can put it here?
¿Tiene usted una dirección? ¿Se sabe la dirección donde usted vive?
No, nomás que apenas estoy llegando ahí donde estoy quedando.
No, I had just started renting.
Okay,
at the
tap
restaurant. I'm sorry, Your Honor, could you please repeat that one more time for the interpreter? Thank you.
Tap program.
Okay, se le está asignando el programa TAP.
With an alternate bond.
Confianza alterna.
$2,500.
$2,500.
Count 2.
Count 2 was $500.
Y en la segunda acusación, $500 de fianza.
You have to come back to court for the arraignment date. That will be on April 30th at 9 a.m. courtroom 4-7. Have a good day.
Eso quiere decir que usted va a tener que regresar al tribunal en la fecha del 30 de abril a las 9 de la mañana en la sala 4-7. Tenga buen día.
Next is Marlene Tedford. Good morning. Mr. Tedford, you were arrested for organized scheme to defraud and conducting business without a license. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So this scheme's a little different. He would walk in with somebody and then he would take the band back so it could be reused.
Okay, where's he from? Michigan? There's probable cause for the charge. I'll set a bond, $2,000 count 1 and $150 count 2. Have a good day, sir. Next is Timothy Tedford. Co-defendant. It's Mr. Timothy Tedford. Sir, you were arrested for organized scheme to defraud and conducting business without a license. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. He's also from Michigan. I guess he came down for the Ultra concert. The count one is $2,000 for organized scheme to defraud. Count two, doing business without a license, is $150. Have a good day, sir. Then we have Darius Balsara, page 6. Good morning. This is Mr. Balsara. Sir, you were arrested for battery by strangulation. Can you afford to hire a lawyer? Sir, pardon me?
Yes.
You want to waive a lawyer's presence for purposes of this hearing today so that I can proceed now and read the stay away order? Or do you want me to reset it in the afternoon, the case, so that you can have a lawyer present in court with you?
Here is okay.
Pardon me?
Here is okay, ma'am.
So right now we can proceed without a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just give me a moment to review. All right, he's visiting, it looks like, from what, Indiana? How long in Miami for?
Sorry?
How long are you going to be in Miami for?
It was supposed to be from Friday to Monday.
Just remember that once you get out of jail, you're going to have to keep all future court dates, hire a lawyer that does criminal defense work. They may allow you to appear by Zoom from, where are you from, Illinois? No, Indiana. They may allow you to appear by Zoom. All right,
yes,
let me take a look at this. There's probable cause. All right, so I'm entering a stay away order from the alleged victim, whose initials are JR. No contact with that alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Is the victim still staying in the hotel with you, or you don't know?
No, ma'am, she's not.
All right, so you don't have to, she's out of your hotel room, so you can go back to get your stuff. No issues, right?
Yes, ma'am. I believe my stuff is with the police, though, however.
All right. State, does he have any priors from Indiana?
Nothing that I'm aware of.
What bond do you want me to set?
3,000.
How much? 3? All right.
Standards 5.
All right. $3,000 bond. Good luck to you, sir. Have a good day. I did lower it a little. Make sure to keep all future court dates.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have the Zachary Sandoval Estrada, page 6. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You were arrested for 1 count of trafficking in fentanyl, 1 count of possession of cocaine, possession of Xanax, a controlled substance, possession of oxycodone, a controlled substance. Sir, can you afford to hire an attorney? I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I guess this is again at the Ultra Music Festival. They were checking him through security, a baggage check. He tried to bypass security, keeping his contraband. He had 8.9 grams of powder cocaine, 26 alprazolam pills, GHB liquid, 52 grams, 7 oxycodone pills, LSD stamps of 3.7 grams, 9 MDMA pills, and 1 package of dioxin sublingual strips. I don't know what that is. But we're to talk about fentanyl. It's the LSD.
Okay.
I don't see
So
it.
the only substance they didn't charge him with was the naloxone, but I don't think that qualifies as fentanyl.
Oh, he has more charges on the back. I didn't see it. Also possession of GBL. I thought it's GHB.
So the only thing that should be trafficking should be the MDMA and the LSD.
Well, MDMA is right at the threshold, isn't it? Is it 10 grams or 12 grams for MDMA?
10.
You want to call the officer and they charge him with trafficking of that fentanyl? I don't see it.
I don't see it either, Judge. If Your Honor would set bond as to the other counts.
How much is trafficking in LSD?
LSD, I think it may just be one gram.
That nioxide is, I don't know, it's like a nasal spray. It's used for emergency treatment of an opioid overdose. I guess he came prepared. He got the drugs and the medicine to treat the overdose. Ms. Corey, what do you do? I mean, Ms. Seth, what do you want me to
If
do?
Your Honor would set the bond on the other counts.
So it's not a trafficking for,
Well, it's trafficking on the MDMA and the LSD only.
how much do you need for trafficking in MDMA?
10.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. So you filed a motion for pretrial detention for him or no?
I did not.
That's fine. Count 1, there's no probable cause for trafficking in fentanyl. Release outright. Count 2, there's probable cause for possession of cocaine. That's a $2,500 bond. No, the state may charge it as intent to sell. I don't know. Count 3, there's probable cause for the possession of Xanax, $2,500 bond. Count 4, there's probable cause for possession of oxycodone,
It was 7 pills.
$2,500 bond. Count 5, probable cause for possession of the GHB liquid, $2,500 bond. Count 6, there's probable cause for, what do you want to find?
Trafficking in LSD.
Trafficking? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Count 6, probable cause for trafficking in LSD. That bond will be $15,000. And count 7, probable cause for trafficking in MDMA. Now, Seth, what do you want, that 10,000?
Requesting the 15 because it looks like he came to Ultra to party. He had a lot of drugs, likely going to sell them.
All right, $15,000, count 7. Have a good day, sir. Good luck to you. Total bond is $40,000. Just so you know, the trafficking in fentanyl, which I found no probable cause for, is a non-bondable offense. Next is Hector Herrera. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Herrera. You were arrested.
Spanish, please.
Thank you. Spanish. Do you have the Spanish interpreter? Thank you. Sir, you were arrested for home invasion robbery with a weapon, which is a first-degree felon.
Bien, señora, usted se le está acusando de haber ingresado a una vivienda con intención de robo, que es un delito mayor de primer grado.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a asignar a la oficina del defensor de oficio para que lo represente.
So there is probable cause for the charge.
Hay causa o motivo fundado para la acusación.
You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Orlando Gutierrez.
Se le está indicando que tiene que permanecer alejado de la supuesta víctima, Orlando Gutiérrez.
Contact with the alleged victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Y también no puede tener contacto con esta persona, ya sea de manera directa, indirecta, en persona, por escrito o por una tercera persona.
You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment at all times.
También tiene que permanecer alejado de la supuesta víctima a una distancia de 500 pies de la casa, la escuela o lugar de trabajo.
And also stay away from the victim's residence at 2146 Northwest 44th Street in Miami, Florida.
También tiene que permanecer alejado del lugar de residencia de la víctima ubicado en el 2146 Northwest de la 44 calle en Florida.
So I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and hold you with no bond on the charge of armed home invasion robbery.
Y de esa manera voy a otorgar la moción presentada por la Fiscalía, en la cual están solicitando que haya detención y que no fije fianza. Usted no tiene derecho a fianza por la acusación.
You'll see a judge tomorrow, and that judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. Good luck to you.
Usted va a ver a un juez en el día de mañana y el juez final va a ser el que determinará si va a otorgar la moción presentada por la Fiscalía o si fija fianza para su salida.
All right, next we have Julian Armijo. Good morning, sir. Good morning. You were arrested for aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, possession of a controlled substance called fentanyl, and resisting an officer with violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he's trying to jump the fence to go to the Ultra Music Festival. And the police told him to get down, and so he ignores them. Anyway, he fled on foot, and then he grabbed a metal barricade and threw it at the officer, striking him on the right hand. I don't know if it's aggravated or just battery.
I didn't file a motion, Judge.
Fine. It's probable cause on count one, battery on a law enforcement officer. Does he have any priors anywhere else?
1 second. I mean, I see a previous arrest from DUI in 2019 out of Jacksonville.
There's probable cause for count one, battery on a law enforcement officer. It's a $5,000 bond. Count two, possession of the fentanyl. There's probable cause for that charge. Set that at $1,000. And count 3, resisting an officer with violence. There's probable cause for that. I'll set it at 5,000. I mean, 500, excuse me, not 5,000. I was gonna do, what do you want on that one, State? You want 1,000
I
on
was
that?
gonna say 2,500 because it's with.
It's 1,000. It's, I don't know what this music festival does to people. They go to this concert and like, it's like
So is
another
1,000 on count 3, Judge?
5,000 count 1, 1,000 count 2, and 1,000 count 3. What, do they limit the number of tickets you can buy? Is that what it is? People are dying to go to this concert. Next on page 7, Miguel Rojas. Was it gold plated? First, some go to the concert and then some live with us here in jail. Is that what it is? Okay, now we have Miguel Rojas. So you were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called crystal meth and possession of GHB, a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Problem is you're on probation. There's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow. The public defender's office is appointed for you.
Judge, for GHB, you need a kilo. So I don't think it's enough for trafficking.
Okay, so just possession, is that okay?
Yes.
It's not trafficking, you charge with intent to sell. But I think it's possession. We'll give them that.
Okay. You know what, Judge, you're right.
Try and give people the benefit of the doubt. The problem is he's on probation, so count 1, possession.
Not on probation. I'm trying to look up and see just like.
F23 18003, Madam Clerk, were you able to look that up to see if it's valid?
It says what sentence, Ms. Corey, which would lead me to believe that he is, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
he hit the C, just I don't know if it's down or not.
it just went down. Well, he knows. You don't know? Can you look it up through the DOJ?
I'm looking on the DOC website. I don't see it. He may be off of probation, but I can't verify it.
Any luck, Ms. Corey?
Not with C, just I'm looking at our notes, see if I can find them.
What we're trying to log on here? You want me to reset it for the afternoon? I don't know.
No, Judge, we don't need to. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Here. Order of termination probation.
Okay, fine. So
Judge, he's indicating he's received a letter from his probation officer indicating that was closed and terminated.
paper, it's closed. It's hold. No probation hold on F23 18003. A lot of cases for a young person. State, what do you want me to do here? Just set a bond? I don't know if he's eligible for pretrial.
I mean,
That
right? He just did 364 upon termination based upon his criminal history requesting a bond.
No, he's eligible for pretrial, no problem. Count 1 and 2, 2,500 each count. And count 3 is $500 with pretrial. Pretrial alternate 2,500 count 1, 2,500 count 2, and 500 count 3. Have a good
It is
day.
over state's objection.
Next is Terry Litch. Well, we're on page 7. Oh, this is Mr. Rich. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge. He stabbed the victim. You are ordered to stay away from Brandon Redding, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school, and place of employment at all times. Bond is $7,500.
Increase the bond. I think the state may ultimately charge this as an F1.
Why?
So the victim had a deep, severe laceration. The victim was stabbed. I think they also do apply a tourniquet. Also, in terms of the defendant's criminal history, he did 30 months. I know it was a while ago, but that was for armed robbery, aggravated assault.
Okay with the $7,500
We're
bond.
trying to add the house arrest then, based on these facts.
Fires are not recent. He is like withholds probation revoked from 09.
Almost 20 years ago, Judge, for his priors.
I'm okay with a straight bond, $7,500. Just stay away from the victim, good day, sir. Next, we have is Jean Carlos Morante Mendez. Page 7. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for battery on a person age 65 or older. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I don't see an age for the victim.
No.
Stepson, the stepfather is the victim. So you are ordered to stay away from Kenneth Cook, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Pre-trial, you want to take them? It's a battery. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Pre-trial services alternate bond, $1,000. Have a nice day. $1,000. Pre-trial alternate $1,000. Octavia Lampkin is next. Page 8. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for the charge of, one second, petty theft. Does it mention it? Yeah. Does it mention prior convictions? I don't see it.
So here, Judge, Bennett was convicted, sorry, to get to the top. F24-22246, petty theft, 2 or more convictions. And that was on February 11th, 2025 by Judge Hirsch.
1 second. So there's probable cause for the charge. You're ordered to stay away from CVS Pharmacy at 11299 South Dixie Highway in Pinecrest, Florida. You have to stay out of that store, sir. So the bond is $2,500. He has an arrest warrant. He should see the judge tomorrow on F254426. Have a nice day.
You have 2 cases, Judge?
Just 1 case. The other case is off calendar.
Okay, got it.
F2526 is the hold. Next is Raymond Burgess, page 8.
Should be with intent.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're also out on felony bond hold for F255366. For the state saying it should be with intent to sell, because he had 10 baggies of cocaine and then another 24 baggies of cocaine. I think the state is correct. So now I'm setting a bond at $7,500. He's out on felony bond hold for F255366. You'll see your judge tomorrow, Judicial.
Bond was 7,500?
Sorry, $7,500 bond, not 2,500. Next case is Richard Tamares. Page 9, 2 cases. Good morning, Mr. Tamares. Sir, you were arrested for 1 case for escape, threats to harm a law enforcement officer and disorderly intoxication, and the 2nd case for battery on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So let me review for probable cause. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the sandbar at 20305 Old Cutler Road in Cutler Bay, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that establishment. You must stay away from there. Is there? No.
So just on 6466, I would ask that you find no probable cause for escape.
They jumped out the window, maybe an attempted escape.
Well, Judge, if he's
State, what's your position?
I mean, I think there technically is probable cause for escape, and the statute also encompasses an attempt. You know, it could maybe reduce the bond a little.
it doesn't indicate where it happened. If it's happening here at TGK, Judge, when they drive in, they close the gates. That's not an escape. Maybe getting out of the car without permission, but that's not an escape.
He's trying to get out of custody. I think there's PC.
It says he lunged towards the officer, but it doesn't say, should it be assault on a law enforcement officer? Although then he kicked the victim in the groin. Yeah, that's causing the victim pain. That would have hurt. $5,000 bond on F256473. On the other case, the escape, I sort of agree with Ms. Corey. I'll set that at $1. Count 2, threats to harm law enforcement. There's probable cause. He's drunk.
So I'm gonna F you up.
Here's a big mouth. $1 on count 2. In count 3, disorderly intoxication is $150. It's all right. Oh, he's charged also with criminal mischief as well. Maybe alcohol. Stay out of that sandbar. Have a nice day. Jeffrey Mendoza, page 9.
Bund it out.
Thank you. Glad to get one today. Demont Ellis, page 9.
NBC.
Miss Corey is an NBC. You want me to reset it?
He's got a bunch of other cases. I think it's a structure rather than a dwelling.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought we were on Raven McFadden. Sorry, Judge.
Yes.
We're on Ellis, right?
Yep, sorry.
We can waive his presence.
I don't think there's an age. Do you need the name, Miss Corey?
Yes, please.
All right, it's a tough one. Esmerido, Esmerido.
ESMER.
IDO.
IDO.
And they have the last name is Leon Garcia, all in one.
What, $1 on count 2?
That's fine.
Okay, so appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Count 1 is $2,500. Count 2 will be $1.
Ms. Seth, was it Mejia or Garcia?
Miss F.
Garcia, Leon Garcia, all in one.
Thank you.
Next case is Raymond McFadden, page 10. Is he here? Is he refusing?
NBC, Your Honor.
Thank you. Burglary or structure, it's a medical.
Right, Miss Corey may want to waive because he's got a bunch of other cases.
Yes, we can do that.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Count 1, burglary to an unoccupied structure is $2,500. Count 2, there's probable cause for petty theft, $150. Bless you. Next case is Tanara Taylor.
NBC.
It's been reset.
He's been refusing. Now he's NBC.
It's an added charge though. He's in on an armed robbery, a martial hold.
I'm okay waiving presence if you are.
Let me review this. There's probable cause for aggravated battery. It's not on. Isn't it by a detainee and another detainee?
Yeah. But I don't know if it's 2 counts of aggravated battery or 1 aggravated battery and 1 battery on a detainee.
So victim, there's one victim who's beginning with AN. He said he was stabbed when he identified as the person who stabbed him. And then another victim gave a recorded statement saying he was stabbed while he was.
Two.
So it's 2 different victims. So there's probable cause for the charges on count 1, 2. What's count 3?
Somebody covered the camera, let's see.
I'm all right with $1 for that one.
All right. So appoint the public defender's office with presence. Count 1, aggravated battery. It should be an enhancement. Count 1, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon on a detainee, by a detainee on a detainee, be $15,000. Count 2 is $15,000 and count 3 is $1. And now, next case is Trevon Edwards, page 12.
NBC.
Is there anybody else there?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, can I excuse the Spanish interpreter then?
Coach, an added charge, he's in on a probation warrant, Ms. Corey.
We can waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office. Madam Interpreter, if you want to leave, you can. There's no more defendants here. Okay?
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. What time is the afternoon session supposed to start?
Probably, can we start at 1:20? Hello?
I have no problem.
Yes, Your Honor.
1:20 if you want.
1:20, Your Honor. Okay, thank you.
So on this, for Mr. Edwards, appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. There's probable cause for aggravated battery by a detainee on another detainee. And it's a $15,000 bond. Raydell Alonzo Valdez, page 12.
NBC.
Ms. Ford,
We can waive his presence.
appointed public defender's office, waive presence bond is $2,500.
You need the name?
Yes, please.
Daniel Trujillo.
What's the first name again?
Daniel?
Daniel, thank you.
No problem.
Next is Christopher Littles, page 13.
NBC.
This here he refused yesterday over the weekend. He refused twice. Today it's NBC.
Requesting a $5,000 bond.
We can waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence bond is $5,000. Now we have Darlene Martin, page 13. Is he NBC or refusal?
NBC, Your Honor.
Waive his presence.
We covered the camera.
There's probable cause for the charge. 25, appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, $2,500 bond. David Gonzalez, page 13.
NBC.
We can waive his presence.
Okay, appoint the public defender, waive presence. There's probable cause for the charge, $2,500 bond. Next is Benjamin Kaysen, page 14.
NBC.
We can reset him for the afternoon, please.
All right. They set it for the afternoon. Page 14, Lester Sanders.
NBC.
We can waive his presence.
He previously refused.
To appoint the public defender's office, waive his presence, $2,500 bond is probable cause. Travaris Thompson on page 14.
NBC.
We can reset him for the afternoon.
Okay,
Okay, I think he refused, was it twice over the weekend?
he did. So there's probable cause for the charges. We set it for the afternoon. Jose and Kizar, page 15.
NBC.
We can waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. There's probable cause, so that's 2 counts because he struck both victims. 2,500 count 1 and 2,500 count 2. Quoron, Ginaville, page 15.
NBC, we can waive his presence on 6377. I believe the other case should be off calendar F234432A.
You have this one case before the court. The other one's off calendar. You want to waive presence or?
Yes, Judge.
There's probable cause for the charge. Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, $2,500 bond.
Need the name?
Yes.
I have Michael Grushka.
How do you spell the last name?
Grushka.
Thank you.
Next is the Quan Edwards. It says write-in.
Yeah, it was taken to Metro West. We need to reset it for PM.
Okay. Let me review. So there's probable cause on count 1, count 2. Let's see. Then Zaquan Edwards is also a write-in. Same thing.
Reset for PM, Your Honor. He's on his way to Metro West.
You state you're gonna have to file a motion in this one too.
Right, I didn't get any notice of the added charge. I'll do it in the afternoon.
I'll make a finding of probable cause. We said it for the afternoon. All right, we're done. Is 1:15 good or you want to start sooner?
You know, we already told everybody 120.
Okay, whatever. So
Yeah.
Get one.
smoke signal for 1 o'clock if you want. We'll see y'all at 1:20. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to Felony First Appearance Hearings. I am Judge Lindsay Glazer. I will be presiding today. The video for First Appearance Hearings has been played to all defendants. I need everybody to please stand up, raise your right hand, and be sworn in by our clerk.
Todos de pie, levanten la mano derecha para prestar juramento.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say I do.
Afirman que el testimonio que darán será la verdad, toda la verdad, nada más que la verdad. Si es así, digan, lo juro.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Pueden tomar asiento.
Madam Interpreter, please raise your right hand and be sworn.
Do you swear that you will well and faithfully interpret from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, the questions asked and the answers given to the best of your ability, and that you have such ability?
I do. Erlen Diaz, certified Spanish interpreter.
Thank you. If there's anybody here for a case on Zoom, please type the defendant's name in the chat room.
Si alguno de los presentes en Zoom necesita que llame en su caso fuera de turno, por favor escriba el nombre del acusado en el chat.
No, thank you. Can the attorneys announce your name for the record, please? State.
Nesta F on behalf of the state. Good afternoon.
Rebecca Corey, Assistant Public Defender. Good afternoon.
Let's begin. The first case we have is Andrea Asaf. Page 1. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi.
You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied dwelling, grand theft, and battery on a law enforcement officer. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So,
wrong person, one moment.
okay, not her. Mrs. South here. This is Mrs. South. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Office president.
Hi. Arrested for a case from yesterday, burglary to an unoccupied dwelling, grand theft, and battery on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So,
Judge, I don't think there's a value on the vehicle. There's PC on the burglary, and I don't know if the officer is acting in his official capacity at the time.
no.
She's got no criminal history, but it looks like she works at the building where he lives. I did a stay away order from the victim, not the building.
I can imagine she's still gonna have a job, but who knows? All right, so count 1, there's probable cause for burglary to the unoccupied dwelling. Count 2, probable cause for grand theft, a 3rd-degree felony. And count 3, probable cause for battery. So you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are BC. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school, and place of employment at all times. I don't know if that impacts her job.
Did you say how many feet? I believe they live in the same building.
They live in the same building? Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you
but
said,
we're both getting, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're both having to leave because it was like a big cop thing. So like once cops are involved, oh,
all right, so stay at least, what do you want me to do, 20 feet? Stay at least 20 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment, all right? What do you want me to do in terms of her release? Does she have money for a bond?
Depending on the amount, Judge, she.
yeah,
might
I'll
be able to afford
empty my
one.
savings.
Would you consider pretrial? I see no prior record.
Pretrial services, alternate bond, count one, I'll set that at $5,000. Count two, grand theft of a vehicle is $2,500, and count three, battery is $1,000. Have a good day. Next case we have on page one, Shanae Gardner.
She's next door in jail arraignment. Can we pass?
Yes, ma'am. Warren Budrick, page one. Good afternoon, ma'am. You were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So she's here, looks like on vacation from Illinois. And she's upset because the co-defendant's getting arrested.
So she struck who? The officer in the head and kicked him?
Yep.
There's probable cause for battery on a law enforcement officer. Bond is $5,000. Good day, ma'am. Next case, out of turn for corrections, Aquan Edwards. Page 4. Is he on Zoom?
It's on Zoom.
I don't see him on Zoom. Am I missing something? I'll have to pass it. He's not here yet.
But she's here. One moment. I'll pass. I'll promote. Metro West, if you could accept, please.
But I don't have an arrest affidavit. You don't, what page is he? I don't have an arrest affidavit.
Page 4.
Oh, thank you. Oh, 2 cases.
Sorry, you guys. I was trying to work it.
Oh, hi, Mr. Edwards. Good afternoon. He's
Hi,
on
how you doing?
Metro West 6, Tony. Good afternoon, Mr. Edwards. You have 2 cases that you were arrested for. One of them is fleeing and eluding a police officer and resisting an officer without violence. And you have another case, battery on a, I'm sorry, the other case is home invasion robbery. with a firearm or deadly weapon. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the fleeing and eluding a police officer and resisting an officer without violence. That's F256382. I'm setting a bond. Count 1 is $2,500 for fleeing and eluding, and count 2, resisting without violence, is $500. Now the other case, F256416, there's probable cause. Let me find it. Go ahead, do it. Here it is. Okay, the other case was probable cause for armed home invasion robbery. And I'm ordering that you stay away from the alleged victim, Thomas Carlson. No contact with that alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment, and stay away from his address at 30 Southwest 1st Street in Miami, Florida. So in this case, the state filed a motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing pursuant to Florida statute 907.41. And since armed home invasion robbery is considered a dangerous crime, I'm granting that motion, holding you with no bond. You will see a judge tomorrow, and that judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. Have a good day, sir. All right, that's it. Corrections, he's free to go. Next case I have is Ashia Robinson. We're done.
Yeah.
Mr. Edmonds. Good afternoon, ma'am. You were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge. Does she have any priors from North Carolina?
A DUI. That Leo, it seems less than the last lady's.
No, as I said, her bond less, $1,500.
Miss Robinson is a registered nurse. It looks like the officer put their arm out in front of her, and she looks like at best she moved it.
I understand the honor's reducing the bond.
I would ask if you would consider releasing on her own recognizance. She does work as a nurse, Judge.
I'll release you on your own recognizance. Make sure to keep all future court dates. There is probable cause for the charge. Have a good day.
It's overstates objection.
Okay. Next is Sophia Peralta. This add-on. Good afternoon, ma'am. You were arrested for criminal mischief over $1,000 and battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Judge, the alleged victim was also arrested. He is here. They were kind enough to bring him up to address any stay away order issues, so you could hear from him, Judge.
Okay.
And the arrest form indicates approximately $1,000, so I'd ask you to find public cause for a first-degree misdemeanor.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? To stay away orders or what?
With regard to anything, with regard to Mr. Marine, Castillo Moran, I would ask if you'd be willing to hear from him to see if he wants a stay away order or not.
Oh, okay. Sounds like she should have a cooling off period with him anyway. So what do you want me to do? Speak to him first? Ma'am, do you want a stay away order from him, from Mr. Marin?
No, Judge.
I think she has to say it.
What?
I think she has to say it.
Oh, no, she did.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just heard Miss Cole.
We both, do you want to stay away order from him? Do you want him to stay away from you?
No.
Okay.
Let me pass it. We'll see what he says.
Thank you.
Okay, Avery Clark on page 2.
Oh, he's here. Did you want to?
What page?
No, he's on a misdemeanor calendar. They were kind enough to bring him from the lobby up so you could hear from him.
Oh, okay. All right. Avery Clark on page 2.
Do you want them to bring in Mr. Marine? He's here, Judge.
Oh, then I'll take in Mr. Marine. All right. Good
We'll
afternoon.
need the Spanish interpreter.
Sir, he's not on my calendar. It's misdemeanor, right?
Correct.
Sir, good afternoon. We brought you in to find out if you want to have a stay away order, if you want Miss Sofia Barada to stay away from you.
Señor, lo trajimos hasta acá para preguntarle si usted quiere que la señora Sofía Barrada se mantenga alejada de usted.
Novia.
That's my girlfriend.
I understand. She got arrested, you got arrested, so I need to find out if you wanted her to stay away from you because you're the victim in the case she was arrested for.
Bueno, yo lo sé, a ella la arrestaron, a usted también lo arrestaron, entonces yo lo que quiero saber es que si usted quiere que ella se mantenga alejada, porque usted es la víctima en el caso en que a ella la arrestaron.
No, fue una pelea de pareja. Como todos tenemos esas pequeñas situaciones y
No, it was just a couple
solamente
of,
fue
it
ese
was just
salió
a
un
couple's,
poco.
permítame traducir. It was just a couple's fight like anyone can have.
Are you afraid of her?
¿Usted le teme a ella?
No.
No.
Do you want a cooling off period so that there can be some separation to see if, things can stay calmer?
¿Usted quiere que haya un periodo de enfriamiento para que estén separados y las cosas puedan estar más calmadas?
Yo estoy súper calmado y ella también. No, esta fue una mala experiencia que tenemos y no creo que
I'm really
volvamos a
calm.
repetir.
I'm really calm and she is too. This was just a bad experience that we have and this won't happen again.
All right, for the record, what is your name?
¿Cuál es su nombre, señor, por favor, para el acta?
Kir Castillo.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Castillo. So I'll do a modified stay away order.
Just quickly, does he have any idea how much it's going to cost to fix his car?
Entonces, gracias, señor Castillo. Voy a modificar la orden de alejamiento. ¿Usted tiene idea de cuánto va a costar reparar su carro?
No tengo idea.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Pero yo no quiero que ella esté alejada.
But I don't want her to stay away.
All right. Okay. All right. Corey, any questions?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right. So thank you, sir. He can go. Are you going to put a misdemeanor after?
Gracias, señor. Se puede ir.
For battery 2?
He's got to go tomorrow morning, Judge.
Okay. Okay. Let's bring her back then. All right, so ma'am, the victim was here. He says he's not afraid of you, so I'll enter a modified stay away order from Kirk Williams Castillo Marine. You are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards him in any manner whatsoever. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the modified stay away order that only friendly nonviolent contact is permitted?
You understand?
Well, I didn't hear the last sentence you just said.
Do you want,
I'm sorry.
You cannot use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun. You can't possess any firearms or weapons. You have to surrender those to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Okay, thank you. I don't have any.
All right. Pretrial services, alternate bond, count 1 is $150 and count 2 is $1,000. Shall order? Yeah, order it. It's
I don't know anything about her criminal history though, Judge.
How long have you lived in Miami?
Since 2013, so about 11 years.
You live with Mr. Castillo?
He just moved in with me last month in my apartment.
You better get some counseling if you're going to stay together. You don't want to come back and pick up a new law violation.
This never ever happened between us before.
All right.
Ever.
So you're also, his case doesn't go until tomorrow. You may want to appear on Zoom tomorrow to let them know whether or not you're afraid of him so that they can do a modified stay away order for his case as well, so he can have contact with you. Okay. Have a nice day. All right, Avery Clark is next on page 2.
Mr. Clark is present.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for dealing in stolen property. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
There may be burglary under a theory of recently stolen property.
Yeah, burglary is better charge.
Yeah, burglary too.
Let me give him tab.
So the defendant's got
I can't. Yes,
right, 174 days also for breaking into cars.
Judge, he lives with his mom. Would you be willing to do pretrial services?
That's your homeless. What's your address, sir?
2497 Southwest Independence Road.
One more time.
2497 Southwest Independence Road.
Independence Road?
Yeah.
Where's that? What city?
It's in Port St. Lucie.
No.
I have an address down here with my uncle. I just don't know what it is. I have his number.
What's his mom's zip code so you can get the mail?
34994.
Okay, I'm setting the bond. I'll set it at $1,500. Probable cause for burglary to a conveyance unoccupied. Next, Hector Guerrero Martinez, page 2.
No objection.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Sir, you were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Señor, lo han arrestado por tenencia de cocaína. Le voy a nombrar a un abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
There is probable cause for the charge. Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day.
Hay motivo fundado para la acusación. Se le otorga un programa sin pagar fianza. La alternativa es de $2,500 de fianza.
Next, page 2, Angie Menendez.
Mr. Menendez, present.
So you were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer with violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charges. Count 1, battery on a law enforcement officer is $2,500, and count 2, resisting with violence. I'm sorry, it's 5,000. Count 1 for battery on a law enforcement officer, 2,500 for resisting without. Good day, sir. Who's on Zoom? Tavares Thompson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, good afternoon. I gotta find your paperwork. You know what page is on? Here it is. Page 5, Tavares Thompson. Sir, you were arrested in this case for battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer without violence. It's from March 28th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for the charges. Count 1 is $5,000 and count 2 is $500. Have a nice day, sir. Next case is Alex Salon, page 2. Mr. Salon's on probation hold for F243230. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called methamphetamine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
I think it should be trafficking based on the weight.
He had 20 grams of methamphetamine. You're right. He's on probation hold for F243230. So there's actually probable cause for trafficking in methamphetamine. The bond is $15,000, and you'll see your judge tomorrow for your probation hold. Have a nice day, sir. Jason Richardson, page 2.
NBC, reset for tomorrow.
Tomorrow, NBC. Sebastian Quintero, page 3.
He's in jail right now.
Yes, we're passing its case. Juan Patino Tamayo, page 3.
Jail arraignment.
Guy Wilson. Good afternoon, Mr. Wilson. Sir, you were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer, battery and resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So let me review for probable cause. There's probable cause for the charges.
Judge, Miss Robinson is apparently the alleged victim in the case. I don't know if we can have her brought back to see if she wants to stay away with it.
We can have her brought back. Who am I to stand in the way of true love?
They're going to get her brought back.
Step out a minute. We'll see if she wants you to stay away from her. Is she still there, or do you want me to go to the next case?
Next one.
Hernandez.
Bond out.
To bring back the office.
Benjamin Kaysen.
NBC, Judge.
Reset tomorrow.
I was told he's going to come by Zoom. He's not coming by Zoom, corrections, for Mr. Kaysen? No? Okay.
Ernesto Alfonso. It's an add-on. Good afternoon, Mr. Alfonso. You were arrested for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and home invasion robbery with an aggravated battery. So, sir, can you afford to hire an attorney?
Okay.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I need a moment to review. So it looks like there's probable cause for the charges. So I'm entering a stay away order from the alleged victim. His initials are NG, no contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you want to stay away order, sir?
You understand, Stephen?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. So that being said, count two, the state filed a motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing. Count one, there's probable cause for aggravated battery. That will be $7,500. Count two is no bond. I'm granting the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing. So you're gonna have to see a judge tomorrow, and that judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion. And it's up to that division judge to release you or give you a bond, sir. I'm sorry about that. Have a good day. So $7,500 and no bond. You have Mr. Is that Thompson?
Kaysen
Who is here on Zoom?
was first NBC, but he's there. Benjamin Kaysen.
Paperwork back, please, for Mr. Kaysen. I'm Mr. Kaysen. How you doing? Thank you. So you were arrested for battery by a detainee on another detainee. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me just review this again. There's probable cause for the charge. What do you want me to say? 1,500, 1,000?
You didn't know bond on an AC, the usual 2,500?
Well, I think the victims walked towards him and sort of instigated.
Just do $1 bond.
No, I'll do $1,000, okay? Don't fight at the jail. Have a nice day. Next case is Sebastian Quintero on page 3.
He has a bench warrant. He's going to go back to jail arraignment to be addressed on.
Thank you.
Mr. Quintero is present. English is
Sure.
Spanish interpreter, please.
So you were arrested for trafficking in MDMA, a controlled substance.
Señor, se le han arrestado por tráfico de MDMA, una sustancia regulada.
Possession of a controlled substance called 2C.
Tenencia de una sustancia regulada llamada TUSI.
Possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Tenencia de metanfetaminas y tenencia de accesorios para el consumo de drogas.
Appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a nombrar al abogado de oficio para que los represente.
So it's the passenger in a vehicle. Sir, actually, can you afford to hire an attorney?
Señor, ¿usted tiene los medios para contratar un abogado particular?
Yes.
¿Perdón?
Sí.
Yes.
You work?
¿Usted trabaja?
Sí.
Yes.
How much do you make a week?
¿Cuánto gana por semana?
500.
Do you have any assets in the bank that could be used to pay for a lawyer?
¿Tiene propiedades o algún tipo de ahorros en el banco que pueda utilizar?
No.
Public defender's office is appointed.
Le voy a nombrar a un abogado de oficio.
So there were 17 grams of MDMA, another 4.6 grams of methamphetamine, and 1 gram of 2C.
Teníamos 17 gramos de MDMA, 4.6 gramos de metanfetaminas y 1 gramo de tusi.
Also had an electronic scale.
Además de una pesa electrónica.
Count 1, trafficking in the MDMA. That will be $15,000 bond. Count 2, possession of a controlled substance, the 2C, is $2,500. Count 3, possession of the methamphetamine is $2,500. Count 4, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500.
Por el cargo número 1, tráfico de MDMA, $15,000 de fianza. Por el cargo número 2, tenencia de sustancias reguladas TUSI, $2,500 de fianza. Cargo número 3, tenencia de metanfetaminas, fianza de $2,500. Cargo número 4, tenencia de accesorios para el consumo de drogas, $500 de fianza.
Okay, good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Next, we have Juan Patino Tamayo. Is he there?
Yes, he's here, Judge. He has the traffic. He's gonna go back next door to be studying on it.
Spanish, please.
Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Patino Tamayo, you were arrested for possession of more than 20 grams of cannabis.
Buenas tardes, señor Patino. Lo han arrestado por tenencia de más de 20 gramos de cannabis.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Pueden nombrar a la oficina del abogado de oficio para que los represente.
And so there's probable cause for the charge, yes, over 47 grams of cannabis.
Sí, hay motivo fundado para la acusación. Eran más de 47 gramos de cannabis.
So what do you want? Pretrial services, alternate bond, $1,000. Have a nice day.
Se le concede el programa de servicios previo a juicio para ser liberado. De no ser aceptado, la fianza alternativa es de $1,000.
Did you ever find your victim here for Mr. Wilson? What's her name? Robinson?
Here.
Okay. Hello, Ms. Robinson. You've been sworn in earlier. I don't know, I swear you in again. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this proceeding will be the truth if so stated?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you afraid of Guy Wilson?
No, I'm not afraid.
You want a stay away order? That's the only way to protect you from any future violence.
No, I just want the situation to be over. Like I don't want to deal with this situation.
I know, but if you're going to go back with it, there's nothing to stop him from having any violent contact with you without a stay away order. You sure you don't want one?
I don't plan on going back or being in contact with them. If it becomes an issue, then I'll proceed with that. But as of right now, I just want to be done with this situation.
All right, thank you. Did you have any questions, Ms. Robinson? Did you have any questions?
So, ma'am, are you gonna break up with him?
Yes, I'm done. Like,
You sure you don't want the judge to issue the stay away order? So that if he contacts you, he can get in trouble? It's up to you.
as of right now, no.
Okay.
Thank you. Ms. Corey, any questions?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you, ma'am. I released you, so you'll get to go home. You'll get out today and you should be released, all right?
Okay, and I have to report back. I have to come all the way back here because I'm from North Carolina. I was here celebrating because I just got my license to be a registered nurse last month.
So it's up to the judge. I mean, I would allow you to appear by Zoom. Stay in touch with the public defender's office. You should be able to appear by Zoom. It may not require your presence for the arraignment. Maybe the state won't file charges. It's up at the arraignment. You'll find out if the state's going to file formal charges. Okay.
Okay, but as of right now, I do have like a pending felony or.
And if she doesn't come back to court, they could issue a warrant for her arrest. She could have problems with her license. She's got to follow up with it.
Ma'am, you may want to hire a private attorney who will advocate on your behalf with the state that maybe they shouldn't file charges, because what I read here was pretty de minimis, like not, from if I recall her, she put her hand out. He was trying to tell her to go on the sidewalk and she put her hand out. So,
Because I got grabbed and I just did that. Like
ma'am, you may want to hire a private lawyer unless the public, somebody can speak to the state before they make their filing decision. That's
Okay.
it. Look for a criminal defense attorney who has experience here in Miami.
Okay. Thank you.
So do you have Mr. Wilson? Or do you want me, do you have the female, the other female? Shanae Gardner?
Bring Mr. Wilson back. Mr. Wilson's back.
So, Mr. Wilson, I'm going to enter a modified stay away order from the alleged victim, whose initials are AQR. You are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards her in any manner whatsoever. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and follow receipt with the court. Do you understand the modified stay away order, sir?
Yes.
So Judge, he wasn't here when she spoke. She said that she doesn't need a stay away order to protect her, but she wants to be done with him. She doesn't want contact.
Over it, so, yeah, just stay away from her. I mean, I ordered a modified, you can have nonviolent contact, but it sounds like she's ready to move on, and maybe you are too. That being said, count one, the battery on a law enforcement officer, there's probable cause for that charge. You kick the officer, leaving a shoe imprint on her pants. That's a $5,000 bond. And count two, battery. I'll set that at $500. Count three, resisting an officer without violence. That will be $500. So your total bond is $6,000, sir. Good luck to you. You have Miss Gardner there?
Yes.
That's just possession of cocaine.
It should be just possession, yes, Judge. And she should qualify for pretrial.
In what?
Pretrial.
She received a $1 bond on her traffic case.
Okay. Good. For possession with intent to sell cocaine, I will appoint the public defender's office for you. It's only probable cause for possession of cocaine. I'll give her pretrial services with an alternate bond of $2,500 and include her traffic case for pretrial. That's the no valid driver's license. AKGL, is that I-5E?
Yes.
Okay, so alternate $1. You're gonna have 2 separate court dates. Make sure to keep all future court dates. I believe that concludes our afternoon calendar. Right? Is there anything else, Ms. Corn?
Thanks, Judge.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank
Nice
you.
to have you back. We were in court till like 5 one day last week.
I'm so sorry. I'm glad to be back and out of my vacation plan, so I'm good.
Take care.
See you all tomorrow. Take care.
AGLI5E.
Yeah, alternate.